Most people get staking wrong from the beginning. They think it is just lock coins and earn free money. But here's the truth no one tells you. The real winners in crypto staking are not the ones chasing the highest percentage. They are the ones who understand risk, timing, and network strength. And if you don't understand that, you can easily end up locking your money in the wrong place for months, sometimes even years, with lower rewards than you expected. So in this video, you are going to learn exactly which 5 cryptocurrencies are the best to stake in 2026, how staking actually works in simple terms, what risks to avoid, and how people like Alex or John are quietly building steady passive income without trading all day. And stay with me, because in a minute I'll also show you how some coins that look safe can actually drain your earnings without you realizing it. Let's start with the basics, quickly and clearly. Staking simply means you lock your crypto to help secure a blockchain network. In return, you earn rewards, usually in the same coin. Think of it like putting money in a high-yield savings account. But instead of a bank using your money, a blockchain network uses it to stay secure and validate transactions. But here's the problem. Not all staking is equal. Some coins are highly stable but low yield. Some give high rewards but carry higher risk. And some look amazing on paper but are actually not worth your time. Now let's go into the 5 best cryptocurrencies for staking in 2026, based on real-world adoption, network strength, reward consistency, and long-term sustainability. First up is Ethereum. Ethereum is still the backbone of decentralized finance, NFTs, and smart contracts. After moving to proof of stake, it became one of the most reliable staking options in the entire crypto market. When you stake Ethereum, you help secure the network that powers thousands of applications. In return, you earn rewards typically between 3% and 5% annually. Now here's where it gets interesting. Ethereum staking is not just about yield. It is about long-term stability. People like Alex, who started staking ETH a few years ago, are not chasing quick profits anymore. They are stacking consistent rewards while the ecosystem keeps expanding. But here's the catch. Ethereum staking can require technical setup or third-party platforms if you don't have 32 ETH. That is why many beginners use staking pools or exchanges. The downside is you rely on a third party. So Ethereum is best for long-term holders who want stability, not aggressive returns. Now let's move to the second coin, Solana. Solana has become one of the fastest-growing blockchain ecosystems in the world. It is known for high-speed transactions and very low fees. Staking Solana is extremely popular because it is easy and flexible. You can delegate your SOL to validators without locking it permanently in most cases. Rewards usually range from 6% to 8%, depending on network conditions. Now here's the interesting part. Solana staking is not just about passive income. It is also about ecosystem growth. More developers are building apps on Solana, and that increases demand for the network. But this is where most people fail. They assume high speed equals low risk. That is not always true. Solana has had network outages in the past. So while it is powerful, it is not the most conservative option. Still, for users like John, who want a balance between growth and staking rewards, Solana remains a top choice in 2026. Now let's talk about the third option, Cardano. Cardano is one of the most research-driven blockchain projects in the crypto space. It focuses on security, decentralization, and long-term sustainability. Staking Cardano is simple. You don't need to lock your funds. You just delegate your ADA to a staking pool, and you continue to maintain full control of your coins. Rewards are typically around 4% to 6%. Now here's where it gets interesting. Unlike many networks, Cardano staking is extremely beginner-friendly. You don't risk losing access to your funds, and you can withdraw at any time. But here's the problem. Because it is so safe and easy, many people underestimate its long-term potential. They chase higher yields elsewhere and ignore Cardano, even though it has one of the most stable staking systems. For conservative investors, Cardano is often considered one of the safest entry points into staking. Now let's move to number 4, Polkadot. Polkadot is built for interoperability. That means it connects multiple blockchains together so they can communicate. Staking Polkadot, also called dot staking, offers higher rewards compared to many other major coins, often ranging between 10% and 14%. Now, this sounds amazing, right? But here's the catch. Higher rewards usually come with higher complexity. Polkadot staking often includes bonding periods, which means your coins are locked for a certain time. This is where most beginners make mistakes. They see high API and jump in without understanding liquidity restrictions. Imagine Jake, who staked his DOT during a market peak. When the price dropped, he couldn't exit quickly because of the lock period. That is the kind of risk you needed to understand before staking. Still, Polkadot remains one of the strongest staking ecosystems in 2026 because of its technology and growing adoption. Now let's move to the fifth and final coin, Avalanche. Avalanche is known for its speed, scalability, and strong DeFi ecosystem. It has become one of the most competitive Ethereum alternatives. Staking Avalanche, or AVAX, typically offers rewards between 7% and 10%. Now here's where it gets interesting. Avalanche uses a unique consensus mechanism that makes staking efficient while maintaining decentralization. But here's the problem. To become a validator on Avalanche, you need a significant amount of AVAX. However, most users don't need to be validators. They can delegate instead, which is much easier. Avalanche is especially attractive for users who want exposure to DeFi ecosystems while earning staking rewards at the same time. Now let's quickly compare everything in simple terms so you can actually decide. Ethereum is stability and trust. Solana is speed and ecosystem growth. Cardano is safety and simplicity. Polkadot is high rewards with higher complexity. Avalanche is balanced performance with strong DeFi exposure. Now here's something most videos will not tell you. Staking is not just about choosing the highest API. It is about understanding inflation rates, token supply, and real demand for the coin. A 12% reward on a token that loses 15% value annually is not a good deal. That is why smart stakers focus on long-term sustainability, not just short-term yield. Another mistake people make is ignoring validator risk. If a validator behaves poorly or goes offline, your rewards can be reduced or delayed. This is why choosing reputable staking pools matters more than people realize. Now let's talk about strategy. If you are a beginner, start small. Choose one or two coins like Ethereum or Cardano. Learn how staking works. Understand reward cycles. Then, slowly diversify into higher yield options like Polkadot or Avalanche. And here is a simple rule that experienced investors follow. Never stake everything in one coin. Diversification is not just for trading. It is also essential for staking. Because different networks perform differently in different market cycles. Before we end, let's quickly recap the key takeaways. Ethereum gives you long-term stability. Solana gives you ecosystem growth with moderate risk. Cardano gives you simplicity and safety. Polkadot gives you high rewards with lockup complexity. Avalanche gives you a balanced DeFi-focused opportunity. If you understand how each one works, you are already ahead of most beginners in crypto. Because most people just chase numbers. But successful stakers think in systems, not shortcuts. And if you take just one thing from this video, remember this. Staking is not passive income you ignore. It is passive income you understand. If you found this helpful, like the video, drop a comment with which coin you are planning to stake, and subscribe for more deep dive crypto guides that actually make sense without the hype.